A lot. It more or less sometimes can be bad because you hit it places and your heart sinks because you know how bad it is to hit it over there. But, this is the 8th year in a row I've played this event, so more than anything, seeing this in tournament conditions and having played it so many times, you can't put a price on it.
A job well done. Now go sign some autographs. Thanks for the time, Jonathan.
Got it.
Guys.
Very popular man around these.
You put a spell on me, and I can't help but find you. Let me remind you, baby, I'm coming better ready. Yourself be looking for me, 'cause I'm the real thing.
Okay, I'm gonna join the Stormins game now that I got OBS working. Let's see where it goes. Disappeared. Come on. There it is.
Bridgestone.
4,000 miles or so west of St Andrews, you can find a replica of the Swilcan Bridge, housed in the World Golf Hall of Fame and Museum. The Hall of Fame is filled with stories of the game's greatest moments, championships, legends. Learn more about the Hall's 150 members through a variety of exhibits and artifacts. Plan your visit today to the World Golf Hall of Fame, where golf history lives.
They say golf takes patience, but that's only part of it. To get where we want to go, it takes 1,000 practice swings for every one out here. It takes being on the road longer than we're on the course, and learning that sacrifices are the one constant. To get this close, it takes more than patience. It takes strength. And every week, we're only getting stronger. The Web.com Tour, the path to the PGA Tour.
Let's see, that's a...
The running of the Bulldogs? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Aaliyah saved by switching to Geico.
Defeating Alzheimer's means saving memories. A new compute architecture from Hewlett-Packard Enterprise analyzes genetic data 100 times faster, getting us closer to a cure. When everything computes, what's next is extraordinary.
Big hitters, Bubba Watson, J.B. Holmes, and Tony Finau go all in for the win at the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open, Thursday at 3:30 p.m.
On that swing speed.
This is how it goes.
Our second shot here at 17.
Pretty good lie. 144 into the breeze. It's a 9-iron.
Ben Silverman made par, missed that birdie attempt. Keep ahead.
Money! Money! Money!
Oh, good-looking shot.
Well, I think they were pretty excited about that one. Ryan Armour fan. Must be a Buckeye fan. Hadley now, his second shot.
Just some 24 yards closer, 120 to the hole, and one of his wedges. Most likely his first gap wedge.
Gotta go flag hunting here.
Trying to bring it in low, just a little fade still left of it.
That'll work. Trying to get a little closer though. 4 back. This is the longest drive of the day by about 26 yards. Strohmeyer here.
This drive had to stop for gas twice. That was that long. 323 off the tee, 85 yards to the hole.
Okay, oh, actually, that's one of the first shots we've seen spin back, so back in that rhythm after that birdie at the 15th. Let's go up 1 to 18.
Brian Stewart trying to close out his championship with a birdie.
Putting back up the hill. Not a lot of break to it. And just started left and stayed there.
And back on the tee at 18 is Ben Silverman, and Karen Stupples has dropped back to that group.
And that is going a little bit down at the left side.
Now back at the green, Brian trying to make his par.
And a tie for fourth currently.
It's a solid week for Brian Stewart.
Yeah, won a couple years ago, the Zurich Classic. Good to see him get back to form.
Let's check back in at 17.
Yeah, Ryan Armour now with a putt for birdie. Has that 4-shot lead. Hadley inside.
Let's go through some of the great shots we've seen so far from Ryan Armour. His third shot of the third, Justin.
Yeah, another wedge shot from 92 yards. Laying it up on these par 5s and take advantage of his strengths.
Now up at 4, he was really starting to get in the groove here. 33,
yeah.
Now again at 4.
This is exactly the kind of start he wanted to get off to. Ease any pressure, just get back in the rhythm that he had yesterday on that back 9.
How about his third birdie on the front side here at 7?
Yeah, this one unexpected from 21 feet, breaking to the right, downhill, pours it in.
So he had a hiccup at 9 with his first bogey of the day, but then he got it back on track with this putt at 11, the par 5.
Yeah, had a great 2 putt at 10 for par, and then wedged it to a good spot, pours that one in.
And speaking of wedges, you talked about his game plan, Justin. He needed to play it aggressively, but relatively safely, if that's possible to do it at once. He laid up here, and look at this wedge.
Well, sure, and after Chesson Hadley had hit it so close with his second shot and had that eagle putt, which he would make, but Ryan would make his birdie effort before Chesson putted, and basically nobody's been able to get close.
What does it say about him from the shoulders up that he's been able to handle this moment?
I think today was all mental today for Ryan Armour, trying to play with a lead for the first time, but not change his game plan, having that 5-stroke lead. Right now it's back to 4, but he's just stuck with his game. And
how about this?
And he's done that all day long.
Holy cow. Good smile, Ryan.
45 feet, 6 inches. 19 under par.
Man, Jim.
That's... Take a look here. Oh, yeah. I knew it. It's been a fun back 9 for him other than the hiccup at 16. It's going to be a fun walk.
Jim, you've been there before. You know what it's like to be in this position?
Yeah, it's a great feeling. I've never had a big lead like this coming down the line, but it's a feeling that you just have to embrace and enjoy at the moment. The thing is, you're going to turn around and play the next week, so enjoy it while you can. All that hard work, and I think for his kids and his family and just everybody that's cheered for him, you're 41 years old, 105th start, and you've worked so hard to get to this, and this is why you do it. This is why you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. This is why you leave your family at home. And you spend those times with them is for this moment. And not the only thing better if they could have been right here with him. And that's a special moment if you could get your family right there on that 18th. But Chesson Hadley now for birdie. Up into that grain just enough, but kind of seeing when the leader just bombs it from 45 feet, kind of just knocks the air right out of you. You still stay at 14 under. Strohmeyer for birdie.
This would put him in solo fourth and add a significant amount of money to that paycheck.
Mm-hmm. Yep, misread it. Yep, goes to the back of the green. It's hard to believe with all the grain going to the front left, but just where this hole's cut, So he'll tap in for par. Stay in that four-way tie for fourth. Not a real long walk to 18, Steve, but it's a good walk.
You talked about his family. They're back home in Jupiter. His wife, Erin, their two sons, Patrick and Nicholas. And you know they'd love to be here, but you also know that they're enjoying watching this at home on television.
When the sun gets up, it's cold.
Yeah.
No.
Is that the best way to distract yourself from the moment? Getting into a conversation with your caddy or a fellow competitor? Take yourself out of what's at stake here?
Absolutely. It's not easy doing what he's doing. He's making it look very easy, but as I spoke of yesterday, the important thing is try and stay in the moment, not get ahead of yourself, and what this week might mean to his career and his playing plans the rest of the year. He's just done a magnificent job today.
And he's lost no ground, Jerry. It's amazing. 4 under today, 1 hole left, 19 under par, had a 5-shot lead beginning the round, and still is 5.
After 20 years of pursuing this dream, I think it would have been understandable had he tightened up a little today.
Thank you.
But he didn't, and that's impressive. Only way to make a big number here is to hit it out of bounds. Left, that is way left. He hasn't missed a fairway by more than 2 yards all week long by my count. So that's not going to happen.
Yeah, likes to set up a little right and then just hits a little straight pull.
He's fine. Right side.
Another fairway.
Absolutely perfect.
He was watching it closely. Everybody seemed to like it. I lost it in the sun quickly.
Just up the right center. Great tee shot. Perfect angle in this front left hole location.
What do you think?
Don't give it.
She said, please, Jonathan.
That's a lucky hat. He's going to want to wear that next week. Yeah, plus, you don't want to see the dome under that hat after 5 hours.
Yeah, maybe.
Tremendous analysis there by the caddy. Did you hear him touch them all, big fella? Meaning it's a home run, and that sure is. That is a great drive. The story is that Ryan Armour is walking up the 18th fairway, and he knows he is about to win.
You put a spell on me, and I can't help but find you. Let me remind you, baby, I'm coming, better ready yourself, be looking for me, 'cause I'm the real thing.
Bridgestone.
4,000 miles or so west of St Andrews, you can find a replica of the Swilcan Bridge, housed in the World Golf Hall of Fame and Museum. The Hall of Fame is filled with stories of the game's greatest moments, championships, legends. Learn more about the Hall's 150 members through a variety of exhibits and artifacts. Plan your visit today to the World Golf Hall of Fame, where golf history lives.
They say golf takes patience, but that's only part of it. To get where we want to go, it takes 1,000 practice swings for every one out here. It takes being on the road longer than we're on the course, and learning that sacrifices are the one constant. To get this close, it takes more than patience. It takes strength. And every week, we're only getting stronger. The Web.com Tour, the path to the PGA Tour.
I am so sorry.
Don't apologize to me, bro. Tell him.
Riggs, I'm sorry.
He doesn't accept your apology.
No, he doesn't. Quite threatening, too.
Defeating Alzheimer's means saving memories. A new compute architecture from Hewlett Packard Enterprise analyzes genetic data 100 times faster, getting us closer to a cure. When everything computes, what's next is extraordinary.
The Charles Schwab Cup Championship on Golf Channel.
For a moment ago, he had this birdie putt.
Yes, he did. And this will be a great way to finish it wasn't the afternoon that he wanted, but I think he's a name that we will definitely be seeing on that leaderboard many, many times in the future.
Without question. 3 rounds in the 60s and then his first round in the 70s today. Not ideal, but Bo Hostler still had a pretty good week for him.
Well, and he gets his best finish on the PGA Tour, a tie for 10th. It's a good stepping stone for a young player.
Speaking of stepping stones for young players, Karen, Ben Silverman here.
Exactly, he has this for a par. He got into a little bit of trouble, as we saw, with his tee shot down the left, just got to the front edge of the green. This putt back uphill to the hole, and with a crowd around the green, it adds a little bit more pressure to it. You want to finish strong.
Well, I'm currently in a tie for 4th. This is a big putt. You've seen him make a number of big ones over the weekend.
To put this in its proper context, Xander Schauffele was tied for 5th here a year ago and won the Tour Championship. So anything can happen for these guys, and that's a tough miss there for the Canadian. Still, though, that one's not going to taste good, but it was a strong week for Ben Silverman. So Ryan Armour will be first to play when the green clears at 18, ranked 321st in the official World Golf ranking. It's his 5th year on the PGA Tour, and it hasn't been 5 years in a row. It's been spotty up and down. This is a magnificent moment for him.
Yeah, not consecutive. His first season on tour was back in 2007. His bounce kind of between the PGA Tour and the Web.com.
Yeah, that's enough. I don't like the other one. Yeah, where we're at, we just want to hit that. Okay. Right to peak out. Yeah.
That was great advice. Is it enough? Casey basically said, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it just wants to put something on the front part of the green here.
185, going with 5 iron. I doubt he'll get it all the way back there, unless he's a little pumped up. Slight breeze in. Wow, that looks good.
Oh, yeah. All day long. That is just a fabulous effort from Ryan Armour. The pressure taken off by the 5-shot lead, but still, to be able to hit that golf shot under those circumstances, Jerry, just amazing.
Yeah. 144 for Chesson. The signal was 4, so I believe he's just going to chip a 9-iron here. Trying to bring it in from the right. He likes it.
And for good reason. Those two, a couple of the best shots we've seen all day here at 18.
Now Scott Strohmeyer.
132. Only 308 on this tee shot.
Only.
You are right, Jerry. He does pulverize it, man.
I agree with this cat. He's the longest player I've ever seen playing in legitimate tournaments.
Well, went a little squirrely to the left. But the day and
You put a spell on me, and I can't help but find you. Let me remind you, baby, I'm coming better, ready, yourself, be looking for me. I'm the real thing.
Bridgestone.
4,000 miles or so west of St Andrews, you can find a replica of the Swilcan Bridge, housed in the World Golf Hall of Fame and Museum. The Hall of Fame is filled with stories of the game's greatest moments, championships, legends. Learn more about the Hall's 150 members through a variety of exhibits and artifacts. Plan your visit today to the World Golf Hall of Fame, where golf history lives.
They say golf takes patience, but that's only part of it. To get where you want to go, it takes 1,000 practice swings for every one out here. It takes being on the road longer than we're on the course, and learning that sacrifices are the one constant. To get this close, it takes more than patience. It takes strength. And every week, we're only getting stronger. The Web.com Tour, the path to the PGA Tour.
The running of the Bulldogs? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Aaliyah saved by switching to Geico.
To withstand a future mission to Mars, mankind needs the right technology. So Hewlett-Packard Enterprise built the most powerful supercomputer ever launched into space, getting us closer to our next giant leap. When everything computes, what's next is extraordinary.
And as big a moment as this is for Ryan Armour, this is an enormous spot right here, Justin, for Scott Strohmeyer.
Absolutely. He's going to try and play one along the ground and assure himself of that top 10 finish, which would get him into next week, and that's really well done from a difficult spot.
He's about 10 minutes away from calling an airline right now. I'm booking a ticket to Vegas.
Looks like Ryan Armour is away, Jerry.
Yeah, and looks like he's going to go first.
Boy, if there's a putt you could have on this green, this would be it. Going almost straight up the hill. He is having a 5-shot lead. There's really not a bad putt on this green to have at this point.
Well, he's going to mark, and he's going to wait, and it's going to be the greatest wait of his life, professionally. Talked to him yesterday. It was his oldest son, Patrick's 9th birthday. He started the day by FaceTiming his wife back home in Jupiter to be able to be there, not in person, but on video, as his son Patrick opened up his presents as a 9-year-old for the first time, and he said, "Patrick, I'm sorry I can't be there with you in person and not just here on the video." And Patrick said to Ryan, "Don't worry about it, Dad. I understand. Go play well." He hasn't just played well. He's played great.
And now Chesson Hadley with his birdie putt. He's got second place locked up at 14 under par.
Ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
Chesson is safely there in a solo second. 2 shots clear of Jonathan Randolph.
Well, we're going to break with tradition here. Instead of moving the mark, just going to knock it in.
So Ryan Armour is going to tap it in, and the dream is now a reality. It's a life-changing moment for Ryan Armour, who is a PGA Tour winner for the first time.
And you talk about missing birthdays and all the time and energy that it takes to compete at this highest level. Here's the payoff right here on the 18th green.
The largest margin of victory in this tournament's history. As Scott Strohmeyer gets that up and down safely inside that top 10, so he will punch his ticket to Las Vegas, and he will be at the Shriners Hospital for Children Open next week at TPC Summerlin. 5 strokes. Frank Conner in 1988. That's the largest margin of victory at the Sanderson Farms Championship. And Chesson safely in his par at 18, so it is the same number. A 5-shot victory for Ryan Armour, who finds the winner's circle for the first time in his career in his 105th PGA Tour start. As we send you down to Jerry.
Wow, Ryan, 41 years old, 20 years of chasing this dream. Today, you finally came through anyway to express the emotions you're feeling.
I'm tearing up. I mean, I'm not going to lie. There were some lean times. Thought about quitting, but my wife wouldn't let me. Thank God. Love her. You know, it goes back to have faith in what you do. You know, if you believe in something, go do it and work hard at it and have fun doing it. And, you know, I'm thankful, you know, to the Sanderson family to be here. Thankful, you know, that the web.com tour is there. Thankful that I was able to, you know, eke by on the PGA for a few years. I mean, just really thankful right now.
Your instructor, Jason Carbone, told me earlier that he thought your biggest challenge today would be wanting to win it too much for your family, for your friends, for your fans, because that's the kind of guy you are. How are you able to keep that out of your mind today and give Patrick the greatest birthday present of his life?
You know, it got a little nervy there when I pulled that on 9. I really hadn't missed hit a shot the whole day until 9 there and made a bogey, and but that 2-putt on 10 was huge, and that kind of got me going back to where Casey and I talk about, just get it in the middle of the fairway, get in the middle of the green, put it on your putter, try and make a putt, and Casey was great about, hey, like, this is your target, hit it there.
And then what this does for the rest of your career, you're in Maui, you're in the Players, you're in so many things that you've only thought of for many, many years.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Right now I'm just worried about, do I go to Vegas or do I go to New York and support my wife for the marathon? So,
nice problem to have. Congratulations. Awesome.
Thank you.
Guys.
All right, Jerry, thank you. And it really vaults him up in the FedEx Cup point standings to 9th with that victory. Chesson Hadley, with the runner-up finish, moves us up to 6th in the FedEx Cup point standings. Just an amazing turn of events. As we said, Justin, you've been there before. It's a life-altering moment for Ryan Armour.
It really is, and you know, I love seeing the emotion, and it just lets you know how much this week meant to him and will mean to him in the future, and all the doors that this opens for Ryan Armour.
By the way, the win in China for Justin Rose moves him to 3rd in the FedEx Cup point standings. As we show a final look at the leaderboard, Ryan Armour is a winner for the first time in his PGA Tour career. Chesson Hadley continues his excellent play, tied for 3rd at Napa in the first event of the season, and now a runner-up in his 2nd event. It's been a great week here at the Sanderson Farms Championship for everybody, but most notably, Ryan Armour. Today's coverage is brought to you by Sanderson Farms, celebrating 70 years of good, honest chicken. And by the new Titleist Pro V1 and Pro V1X. Choose the best for your game.
You put a spell on me, and I can't help but find you. Let me remind you, baby, I'm coming better, ready, accepted, looking for me, 'cause I'm the real thing.
Our communities are our backbone. Likewise, Sanderson Farms is steadfast in supporting our communities, from eager young athletes to revered heroes of the past. Sanderson Farms.
You know, I bet we could sell this.
Totally. What happened to the montage? That was fast.
Let FedEx help your small business get there.
Bridgestone. 4,000 miles or so west of St Andrews, you can find a replica of the Swilcan Bridge, housed in the World Golf Hall of Fame and Museum. The Hall of Fame is filled with stories of the game's greatest moments, championships, legends. Learn more about the Hall's 150 members through a variety of exhibits and artifacts. Plan your visit today to the World Golf Hall of Fame, where golf history lives.
Well, the shot of the day, why not go all the way to the 70th hole and Ryan, or 71st hole at Ryan Armour?
It really was, and all day been putting the ball in the fairway and on the greens and making a few putts, and we seem to make a couple of long ones this week and another one there at 17.
Gave him just a little bit more cushion to get to the finish line, and Derek Fathauer and plenty of other PGA Tour players will be congratulating you. There's the trophy that you get for winning here at the Sanderson Farms Championship, $774,000, 300 FedEx Cup points, and a chance to say you've won on the world's grandest stage. At 41 years of age, in his 105th start, Ryan Armour finally gets that win. It's been a lot of fun, Justin.
Absolutely. Enjoyed the week, and so fun to watch all these young players and the young talent, and then see a veteran like Ryan Armour pull through.
Coming up next from Sherwood Country Club, final round action of the Power Shares QQQ Championship. Next week, the PGA Tour heads to Las Vegas. Coverage of the Shriners Hospital for Children Open begins Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. For all of the hard-working women and men on the crew, led by our producer Beth Hutter and director Mel Hunley, I'm Steve Sands saying so long for now from Jackson, Mississippi. Congratulations once again to the winner. For the first time in his PGA Tour career, Ryan Armour gets it done.
You put a spell on me, and I can't help but find you. Let me remind you, baby, I'm coming better, ready, accepted, looking for me, 'cause I'm the real thing.
When you play a fastball, you get better ball speed and distance. When you play a softball, you get better control around the greens. When you play a ball that's both, your game starts to change. Chrome Soft, the ball that changed the ball.
What in the world just happened?
Welcome to Golf Channel's streaming coverage of the PGA Tour, delivered by FedEx.
We should start our own company.
Yeah.
That was fast. Yeah, what happened to the montage?
Let FedEx help your small business get there.
National Car Rental presents a control enthusiast guide to baseball. Babe, Boom Boom, Ducky, Scoop, Crush. Baseball's given us great nicknames. Big guys named Slim and slim guys named Slim. And because you can choose any car in the aisle, National has a nickname for you too. The Boss. Sound good, Slim? Go National. Go like a pro.
Subject to availability and other restrictions. Requires enrollment in the complimentary Emerald Club.
There's never been a moment I was not held inside your arms, and there's never been a day when you were not who you say you are. You're forever, it don't matter what I'm walking through, 'cause no matter where I'm going, there's never been a moment that I was not loved by you. So where could I go that I could wander from your side? And where could I run and never leave behind? All-consuming, heart-pursuing, grace-extending, never-ending love, your love. And there's never been a moment, no. There's never been a moment I was not held inside your arms, and there's never been a day when you were not who you say you are. You're forever, it don't matter what I'm walking through, 'cause no matter where I'm going, there's never been a moment that I was not loved. Oh, no matter where I'm going, there's never been a moment that I was not loved by you. Yeah, loved by you. Loved by you. Loved by you.
Songs that inspire, encourage, and uplift your relationship with God.
The music's very, very uplifting.
Your Positive Hits, PER.
Oh, creation cries out in longing. With groans only you can come.
unfailing, and your glory shines all around us. Your faithfulness shone for all to see. When we think of all of your wonders, the beauty of your plan that's been revealed when we walk in your light. We walk in it. Shine bright, let your glory fill this land. Lift high the King of Kings and great I am, Jesus. You are the way, you are the way. We can see the works of your loving hands, with the hope and peace not made by men. When you poured out your grace and your mercy, and you held out your arms so we could see. You bled for all mankind and set the captives free. Shine bright, let your glory fill this land. Lift high the King of Kings and great I am, Jesus. You are the way, you are the way. Na 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 na, Jesus. Na 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 na, you are the way. Na 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 na, Jesus. Na 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 na. Shine bright, let your glory fill this land. Lift high the King of Kings and great I am. Shine bright, let your glory fill this land. Lift high the King of Kings and great I am, Jesus. You are the way, you are the way, Jesus. You are the way, you are the way, you are the way.
You're encouraging PER. Heather, I'm Teresa. Well, this weekend, my cousin invited me over to carve pumpkins with her kids and some friends of hers. And to be honest with you, I don't really recall ever carving a pumpkin. Now, I may have years ago, but I just can't remember. And if I did, it's been many, many, many years. I'm not a fan of Halloween, never have been. For those who love it, more power to you. But yeah, I don't like it. Never liked the spooky stuff. And so we always loved having the alternatives for the Hallelujah nights or the harvest festivals or all those kinds of things. And so I enjoyed that. But I went ahead and was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. I'm not going to carve anything spooky because I just don't even like that. So I carved a Mickey Mouse on my pumpkin. And with all the lights on, it looked great. But the moment you cut the lights off and tried to get anything to shine through, yeah, it was